Hello, hi, long time-ish, no speak. The last clip I filmed in the vlog, okay, you wanna go outside? The last clip I filmed in the vlog was me unboxing, dreaming about the boy next door, and being sick, and that was Wednesday. And then the next day, Thursday, I had a migraine so bad. I thought Wednesday's headache was bad. Oh my gosh. I think it's just from like the seasons changing and all that stuff, but I was so sick. So thank goodness I had enough footage to round out that vlog, but today's Friday, the day that vlog went live. Feel much better today, which is fantastic. I am currently making me some ramen. Guys, I knew ramen was bad for you, like not great for you. I knew it had a lot of sodium as well. I didn't realize like how much sodium, how bad it was for you. So over like a few weeks ago, I was eating it every day, and like you can tell I was eating it every day. So I've cut it back to like twice a week. Today is one of those days where I get to eat my ramen. I will say that's one of the hard things about vlogging is like I'm seeing myself and I'm seeing like my face change and stuff. So it's really, really hard. Sometimes I don't think that's something anybody ever thinks about or like talks about on the like the author tube side of things. I've been vlogging for 2 years at this point, almost like it's 2.5. Actually almost exactly 2.5. I've been vlogging, doing inside. Come on, inside. I've been vlogging for 2.5 years, and so like of course, my body's gonna change as I get older. I am 23 now instead of 20. Obviously your body changes as you get older, and like when you're vlogging, and like if you go back and look at old footage, you see those changes, and like when you're editing clips, you see, oh, I have a double chin in that angle, you know what I mean? So it's just like something strange that I'm trying to like get okay with, you know? It's something that I haven't talked about before, I don't think, because all the other times I've talked about it, I always cut the clips, and I'm gonna challenge myself not to cut the clip this time. It's just crazy. How life is, it's crazy. But I wanted to talk about it because I think it was the ramen that just had me retaining so much water, and I'm trying to like, you know, get back to normal levels. It's so good, so it's so sad. Anyway, I got a lot written last night. I was up to like 4 in the morning writing. And hang on, my mother is texting me. I think I'm at 78,000 now, but part of me doesn't know if I want to finish this draft or just like show my developmental editor like where I thought the draft would go from here. I don't know what I want to do. I think whatever I do, I need to ask for a little bit of an extension because I did like, aside from like last night, I wrote from 12 to 4. I think I was feeling better around midnight, but I didn't get anything done in like the morning time, which I had planned to. I don't know. I think I might need, I don't know. It depends on what I want to do. Maybe I'll ask her like what she prefers. I know where I want to go, but I know the plot point that needs to happen, but like I don't exactly know how to get there. We'll see. 78,000. I had said 83,000, so I don't know if we'll make it, to be honest. Well, definitely not by tomorrow, but I don't know. We shall see. I'm recording, right? Yes, there's a dot. Hello! Hi. I have makeup on today. I have my hair done today because I am feeling a lot better than I was. And so I want to take some photos of dreaming about the boy next door. Hang on. I don't love the lighting situation. Oh, my lights are off. Maybe that's why. I don't think that changed anything. Why did I not put you there? I'm such a dummy. Hang on. Okay. Hi. Hey, hello. So last we chatted, I think I was dying. Not totally sure. I think I figured out what it was. So I've been having headaches the past 4 days every time I wake up. Like whether it's a nap, whether it is like, oh, hang on 1 second. Hello? I don't know if like I'm not getting enough oxygen as I'm sleeping, or I don't know if I am just at a strange position that like it just stuffs up my like sinuses where how I'm sleeping. I'll wake up like super kind of like stuffy and, you know, all that stuff. So I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it's like sleep apnea kind of thing or if it's just like my allergies are making it so much worse. But I do think my headaches are tied to that, which makes me hopeful because I am having my surgery on Friday. So I'm hoping that maybe that can help. So I realized I talked about it in a vlog. I do not remember what vlog, but I casually threw it in the last vlog without context. And I am getting surgery on Friday, which it's just because I cannot breathe out of my nose. I've talked about it a little bit, so I won't go into too much detail, but I've just never really been able to breathe out of my nose. Well, I can breathe out of it, you know, a little bit, but I cannot breathe in. So like, I can't breathe in, I can't get enough oxygen, and I cannot breathe out. If I were to breathe out through my nose, like I'll quickly become out of breath because like, you know, I can't maintain with my nose. You know, I'll have instances like this where I feel like I can't breathe as I'm sleeping and I'll get headaches and all the fun stuff. So, and hopefully I'll be able to breathe out of my nose after this surgery. So yeah, nothing major, but I will not be filming because I think like I don't have, it's nothing like huge, so it's not like I'm gonna have gauze stuffed up my nose, but I will be swollen. So this week I am going to try and batch some content, and I was talking to the doctor and he said it should take away like the nasal quality of my voice, and it's going to be really interesting to see what it does, how it works, if it works, you know. I'm nervous because I've never had surgery before, but I am excited because it gets really old not being able to breathe out of your nose. And I must have been able to at some point better than now because I am noticing it a whole lot more now. It's what, like when I talk a lot, I will get out of breath or I'll have to stop and take like a huge breath and like reset because I cannot like maintain my breathing patterns as I'm talking because as I'm talking I can't breathe. Anyway, long story short, I am going to be taking some page flip photos for TikTok for Dreaming About the Boy Next Door. I took some selfies earlier, that's why I kind of look, this shirt, I swear, the freaking button. I took some pictures, insert a few. Actually, I did not send my book to my editor yet because I talked to her and she actually said she wouldn't be able to get started until Monday anyway, which is tomorrow. So I figured I would kind of work on it this weekend, try and get as far as I could, and then send it to her. I cannot remember where I left off in talking about that book. No, you don't know the title yet. But it's not Dreaming About the Boy Next Door, obviously. Book 3's title. I don't know, I know where I want to go with the ending, but I feel like it's kind of happening all at once in a way. Like it's not, there's not enough progression to make it like feel good. The thing with my developmental edits, I think I have said this. If it's in this vlog, we'll cut one of these instances. But I send the kind of really rough draft to my developmental editor just to see like what she likes, what plot points should like are just not necessary, and like what she wants to see more of, because then that gives me a pretty clear picture of like where I'm going from there. It's kind of like a really professional beta read. These okay, I don't know what I got this color for because this does not match at all. This does not, doesn't look good. But if we put it underneath the pink, maybe it will. This light. I also just do want to stress that like this is for function. My surgery for my nose, it's for function. It's not going to change like the way my nose looks. The only problem is my headers look stupid in this book. It's fine. It'll be fine. I need some props. I figured since I have makeup on, might as well promote this book. Okay, hi guys. I didn't realize how much of like a life vlog this was gonna be. Talked about a few things going on in my life and going on in my thoughts lately that have just been kind of bouncing around. We have my surgery on Friday. We probably have one more vlog after this, and then Monday's video will probably not be a vlog, but I do have a fun video in mind for you guys. I actually am about to send my manuscript, book 3's manuscript, to my editor. I think I have everything written out. I did not finish. I have about 3 chapters that I didn't write, and we are currently at 81,000 words. So I had pegged for 83,000, or I had bet, I don't know. I had said 83,000, but we got to 81,000, which is still really cool, really great. I'm still super proud of that, and it feels good to be moving on to this next stage with this book. Even though the ending's not finished, I am really excited to see what my editor thinks and like where we can go from there. And then I'm going to be proofreading book 2, and then once I get a good chunk of the way into book 2, I'm going to start working on book 4. Which, I mean, I might start book 4, like, sooner than later. I'm going to Barnes & Noble again on Tuesday. I do that every Tuesday. So maybe we'll start it on Tuesday. I feel a little weird posting this video, mostly because it's just talking about my nose and about my insecurities, how my body is changing on camera, and I didn't really talk about it a lot in the beginning, but it is hard for me to like witness this kind of change. And I'm not saying this for any reason other than I kind of want to just say, like, this is what's on my mind. This has been on my mind for a little bit. I just want to talk about it because like it's been something I've been dealing with every time I edit videos, and it's like I see my body changing, and it's, you know, I think that's something that I never thought about in terms of content creation, was like being so aware of what you look like. And I think it's an interesting thing to think about and like be aware of, and to just love yourself no matter what you look like. You know, I'm embracing that part of life now. This is going to be like a more lifestyle author vlog, like the kind of things I'm thinking about. Even though I'm an author, like it's still one of those things. I think it's one of those like micro anxiety things that just kind of adds to the pot. Yeah, because there are a lot of stressors that you kind of just don't think about, and like stressors that just pile on to each other, like getting the proofreaders around, getting the ARC signups loaded, and then you have to make the file for the ARCs, and you have to upload the fat file to BookFunnel, then you have to send that BookFunnel file to readers, and then you have to make sure all of your files are updated by the deadline so your pre-order doesn't cancel, and you gotta mark it on top of that because you need to get more pre-orders. And then once the book goes live, you really have to push for reviews and keep promoting it and make all these reels, all these content, all this, like, take photos, make YouTube videos. You know, it's just a lot, and that's not even writing. You know, on top of that, I want to write right now. I'm finishing up book 3. I want to start book 4. I've got to proofread book 2. I had to make the header images for book 2. You know, it's just a lot of things that are stressors that add on top of each other. I actually never thought about it as I was kind of like going on this journey, especially as I was gunning for this journey. It kind of just felt like it was just writing, you know, and publishing, and that sounds really fun. But it's a lot of things, and I feel like I'm feeling the weight of them a lot more lately. It's a vlog where we're just talking about Sarah Sutton's life as an author, as a person, as a human being navigating the world. But I did want to just share because that's just me, you know? Like, that's what I'm thinking about, you know, noticing. I feel like it ties into the AuthorTube world because it's just, you know what I mean? Learning to love yourself is always important. Alright, that was really sappy. Thank you guys for watching this video. This one is going to be a rare occurrence, I promise. I won't do much of this kind of lifestyle sort of content. I will make sure to keep things rounded back to authoring in the future. But I feel like with the surgery coming up, it makes sense to talk about it because I am not going to be having a vlog soon. And I will be posting a little bit less, so I feel like it makes sense to, I might not even have a video on Friday. We'll see. So I wanted to mention the surgery, and plus it's an exciting thing to, like, you know, hopefully be able to breathe out of my nose. Which I do want to preface, sometimes there are rare occasions where I can breathe through my nose. Rare occasions, but for the most part, I cannot. Anyway, I hope you guys still enjoy this vlog, even though it was random, rambly life stuff. I'm going to be starting Soulmates tonight. I'm going to be reading the first chapter tonight, so I will let you guys know how I like it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 7, soon to be 8 young adult romance books. That sounds insane to say. Oh my gosh. And I'll see you guys next time.